Can we take a second to talk about parents who take candy from their kids as a form of taxation during Halloween? Because it is the dumbest thing I have ever heard. I'm not saying it's dumb to take some of your kids' candy. Adults like candy too, and your kid probably shouldn't be eating all of that candy. That's the real reason. It's the health, right? But the people who specifically say, oh, this is my candy tax, because I'm going to teach my kid a lesson about the real world. Bro, you realize that Halloween is literally the socialist holiday, right? Like, literally, your kids are going door to door begging people for stuff and getting literal handouts. Your child isn't working for Halloween. They are begging people for handouts. It is what you think socialism is. And then you turn around and say, I'm going to add capitalism to that because the government takes half your stuff. What most of you are just doing is raising your child to resent you. I'm not criticizing you if you say, oh, dad tax and take one of their candies and eat it. That's totally fine. But for the people who actually think that there is a lesson to be learned in stealing candy from children, what is wrong with you? And on a side note, a friendly reminder for Halloween in the future, because this was the first time my wife encountered somebody like this. If you have a kid who comes to your door and they're not wearing a costume, or they're running in and out of their parents' car, or there's something else that seems maybe weird about the situation, consider the fact that maybe this child is on the spectrum or otherwise has a disability. And in the spirit of Halloween, regardless of how old that person might be, regardless of the situation, you should be giving everybody who comes to your door candy. And you shouldn't criticize them for how they ask. Because sometimes you might think a child is being rude, but maybe they're nonverbal. Maybe they're older, they're a young adult, but they're developmentally delayed. Keep the spirit of Halloween alive for them. Because hey, if you run out of candy, you can just steal some from your kids. In a loving and respectful way.